Hey guys, Phoenix Spring Tarot. So, this year continues to be the year of what happens in the dark comes to the light. So, in January, I did a video on the potential collapse of Black culture and what will replace it. And in that video, I did a quick scan of Jay Z and Beyonce's energies, and in that reading, I said in a couple of months' time, probably even a couple of weeks, but definitely by the middle of this year, there would be a huge reveal that was coming to pass linked to Jay Z, also impacting Beyonce. I said, however, in that reading that Jay Z would be able to get in front of this better than Diddy did, because Diddy was sort of caught on the back foot, which caused a lot of damage. So, in response to Jay Z asking why his wife Beyonce hadn't received Album of the Year in the recent Grammys, a songwriter by the name of Tiffany Red came out alleging that Beyonce doesn't write her music and she doesn't credit her songwriters, i.e. she doesn't give them recognition that they deserve through fair payment of splits, allocation of royalties, copyright, etc. That's what Tiffany Red is claiming. However, this reading wouldn't be focused on that per se, because people have been saying this for years. I even know from my brief time in the industry, I even heard this. And if you remember Neo came out and said that Beyonce wanted to take the credit for writing Irreplaceable. And in fact, Beyonce started coming out and saying that, and Neo said, no, I wrote it, and he refused to give up his copyright. Of course, Neo is, anyway. Future even came out stating that he wrote Drunken Love. You know, so these rumors have been around at the time. Even when I was in the industry, I heard someone reveal to me the extent of Beyonce's writing on Crazy in Love, and I was even shocked, right? Anyway, so as I said before, this reading wouldn't be focused on that, but it may come up. What my guides have been advising that I focus on in this reading, however, is this. If Jay-Z knows, and everyone in the industry knows, and it's an open secret, that Beyonce, according to Jay-Z, this young woman right here, doesn't really write her own stuff, then why bring it up? Why bring up her not receiving Album of the Year if you know this? So it could we say that Jay-Z is not reading the room? No, because Jay-Z is smarter than that. As I said in my January reading, he's always a few steps ahead. What my guides have been saying is that what could very well be happening is, as I predicted in January, yep, this is it. Okay, let's stop this. The cards are ready. As I predicted in January, there's something that's coming through. There's something that's coming out of this year. There's a reveal that's happening. And this, why doesn't my wife receive an Album of the Year, and race claims, and who deserves this and who deserves that? In a way, it's a deflection from the real thing that's happening and coming up through the pipeline. And what my guides are giving me as I'm starting this reading, because there's something coming to light with the world, it's almost as if the way, I watch Jay-Z and we look at that video, my guides are showing me this in my mind's eye. It's almost as if him being on stage and accepting that Grammy is almost as if that was his swan song. It's almost as if he's preparing to exit stage left now. It's almost as if there is something that seems final about it. They keep on bringing to my mind's eye about Diddy, when he was, I think it was at the Soul Train, or was it the BET Awards, when they gave him an award and he was saying thank you, and he was talking about Cassie. I don't know if he mentioned Cassie by name or what, but about the sort of person he was, and Cassie being by his side, pulling him through. It's almost as if Jay-Z was doing the exact same thing as Diddy was doing. The reason why I'm saying it is my guides are showing me the image of Jay-Z on the stage and Diddy on the stage, and they're saying it's almost as if it's their swan song as they exit stage left, is the phrase that they're telling me. Okay, so let's get started. Yep, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We have the World and the Five of Pentacles. This is almost as if it's their swan song before something comes through. And do you see this guy just looking up at all the accolades and what life used to be? Is almost as if they're ostracized. There is something that's coming through, and it's almost as if let's try to divert the attention to Beyonce and how brilliant she is, but it's as if it's a decoy or a deflection. Okay, so what was coming through as well was what's been topical at the moment is the divorce, right? So are they getting divorced? Jay Z and Beyonce getting divorced? Spirit guides, guardian angels, thank you for the messages so far. please protect myself, protect those viewing this reading as we channel these energies. May we only channel messages of the highest light, divine frequency, and messages of the highest accuracy. What is it that us as a collective need to know in the spirit of this grand awakening for our greatest and highest good? Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Okay, so this divorce. Ooh, yes, there is truth to the rumors. There's truth to the rumors. It's interesting, the Six of Cups energy here. I have a feeling I know what this is. It's linked to the marriage. It's always talking about nostalgia and the past. I look with the Six of Cups, look really carefully, that it's someone who is more mature, giving flowers to someone who is younger, is what I'm seeing here. But I'll come back to this. I need more clarification on this before. Ooh. I need more. They're drawing me to an image. In fact, I have used this deck so many times, and my guides are now drawing me to an image, a man in the background here that I have never seen before in all my time using this card. Okay, I'm going to deliver the message now, but all messages in this reading are alleged until proven fact, number one. Number two, it's like somebody was too young for something, and people either turned their back on it or allowed it to happen. Or people didn't know that something was happening because they were so distracted by the charm or distracted by other things. That's the initial impression I'm getting from that. I just need to give it as I have it. There's something of an agreement going on here as well. Show you the ropes, to show you the strategy, show you the way to do things. That is also coming up next to the Hierophant, which is making, so the Hierophant is almost like a priest, right? Making something official, a priest, a judge. You know, you're channeling. There's something about somebody representing God or representing the divine here. So, and they're giving me the phrase, what God has put together may no man take apart. But there is something coming to an end with the Death card here. So, yep, so I've answered those questions regarding the divorce rumors. Yep, and we have the Hermit under the deck. So Hermit talks about isolation. Hermit talks about being on your own or going it alone. And many times you go it alone, you can't really see the path forward though. But you know that you have to do it. Let me move these cards along. You can't really see the path forward, but you kind of know that you have to do it for self-healing, self-realization. But what I'm picking up a lot with this energy is someone being dependent on someone else, and it's as if being together is all I've known, and I have to go it alone now. Okay. Any further Spirit Guide, Guardian Angels? Thank you for that. Are there any further messages regarding this, this divorce? Any further messages regarding the divorce? Notice we have a King of Pentacles coming up next to the World energy, right? And the World is looking down on this King who's looking away. This Nine of Pentacles woman is also looking at the King. Anything else? This Nine of Pentacles is looking to me. It may either be Beyonce or it's an ideal of Beyonce that people are trying to portray. Beyonce would be coming through as a queen level energy. She should be coming through as a court card energy. The fact that we have a minor arcana to represent Beyonce in this, it almost gives me the impression that what has been put forward regarding Beyonce is an ideal or it's a construct. All messages are alleged until proven fact. And it's almost as if this coming up next to the World, meaning that either that is going to be revealed that it's a construct. So in a way with Tiffany Red, we are getting that because Beyonce has always been, she's always promoted herself as a songwriter, right? So it's almost as if this construct that has been very profitable, that has been very successful, that has been very endearing, it's almost coming through that it's a construct that would be revealed with the World card. Okay, thank you. Further messages regarding any... Oh, can I take all of these? Ah, you see, this is the thing. This is what Beyonce should be coming through as. Oh, God. Right, got it. Yeah. This makes sense. This makes sense. What's below here? Justice card again. So this is coming through. We're asking anything further about this divorce. We have the Justice and we have the Hierophant. So there's some court legal proceedings that are coming through. Okay. So we have Pentacles, the Empress. This is Beyonce. This is who Beyonce really is. But it's coming through there, the Devil, and it's coming through their embarrassments. This Five of Cups. What also came through in my reading that I did with Beyonce this January, like people talk about her, like Jaguar Wright comes out and says that she's hooked on, I don't know, drugs, allegedly, and you keep her that way, and this sort of thing. I've always said that I don't quite see Beyonce being on hard drugs like that. Like when I was doing a reading on Britney, I saw Britney and the alcohol. When I was doing a reading on, oh my gosh, this presenter, Wendy Williams. Like Wendy Williams, when they said Wendy Williams was off due to COVID, this was before she never returned on air. I said, this isn't COVID. She has a substance abuse problem. And no one was talking about Wendy and her substance abuse before. And I said, no, she has a substance abuse problem, specifically alcohol, specifically wine. I was really able to get in the specifics with Wendy Williams. So when it comes to Beyonce, though, they've talked about substance. But there is something about the substance. Either it's an array and a range of substances, but there is something I don't quite... There is some control. There is something that is used to control. That is true. Is there some form of dependency? Yes. But as with January and now, I can't figure out what that is. But with their energy, this devil, and devil in this context talks about manipulation. It talks about control. It talks about having control over someone, very tight control. But this control, I'm being told by my guides for quite a few years, this control, it's almost as if there's a point of diminishing returns now. Like the world is shifting. And I always say, check my readings, a great awakening is happening. People are waking up. People are becoming harder to manipulate. People are becoming harder to control the way they used to be controlled. So we have the devil and the death card. That is coming to an end. And also notice the black background with the devil. And this is what I was saying before in the very beginning. All that is in the dark is going to come to light now. It's going to be revealed to the world, as we have with the World card. Irrespective of Beyonce not writing her stuff, with the Empress card, there is a recognition that there is still an appeal about Beyonce. And it's protecting the appeal, protecting the money cow at all cost. Thank you, Spirit Guides. This is what my Spirit Guides are telling me now. So remember the question I asked. Why, if we know that Beyonce doesn't write her own music, why is he bringing attention to that, to her not winning Album of the Year? Thank you, and this is a channeled message from my guides, okay? He is not really concerned about Beyonce's Album of the Year. He's not concerned about winning Album of the Year or not getting a just recognition or anything like that. That's not his concern here from making that statement. His concern is he is sending a message out to the powers that be, that this is, you bring me down, i.e. Jay-Z, you bring her down, the Empress. So he is sending a message. If you bring me down, you cannot bring me down and not bring her down. She is the cash cow. She is the diamond. They're showing me like the diamond in the ring, right? Like there is a lot of money and potential and so much attached to Beyonce. So he is sending like a message like, this Empress, I control the Empress, is basically what he's saying here. So it's almost as if it's shots fired. It's a warning. And he was saying, they're giving me this phrase, my guides, they're giving me this phrase of, when I get nervous, I tell the truth. It's like, that is a veiled threat. Because we have with the Five of Cups, with the Death card and the Hierophant, it's like these, and we have a lot of cups here, we have cups here, especially cups. This is something with the past, but it's also with the past regarding people who are young, right? And it's something to be ashamed of. It's something to be embarrassed of. It's like mistakes made with all these cups with people that are young. And this is what I was saying before. They're bringing me back to my January reading. Not all of it would be revealed because he's ashamed because, like, when you spill something, it's almost as if they're showing me, my guides are showing me, when you spill something, you make a mistake. It's for everyone to see. You feel embarrassed about it. But notice this is 3 things are spilled, some are still hidden. They're telling me that the number is not as, it could be 3 instances or 3 situations that, if revealed, can bring shame to Jay-Z, but they're saying not to get fixated on the number per se. It's just about the act of something being revealed that causes a lot of shame, that causes a lot of embarrassment, can cause cancellation. But as we said in January, there are 2, it's not going to be the full story because they're going to be able to get in front of it, right? So that's what this Death card is talking about. And it's a veiled threat, whoever this Hierophant is, whether people want to call it the Illuminati, whether people want to call it the powers that be, whether people want to call it, they're bringing me another message. Sorry guys, I feel as if I'm jumping, but I'm just saying what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing as well. They're bringing me another regarding, I said this in my January reading regarding the FBI. Like, how far could things go? And I'm getting a palpitation in my chest and my throat when I say this, in that they're telling me FBI, they're telling me informant. And it's as if, like, something may or may not come out of the Jay-Z situation simply because they are informants. Like, people were willing, in terms of their abuse and in terms of the way they carried on, it's as if people were willing to turn a blind eye where that was concerned, simply because they were informants, like snitches, basically. With all the snitches get stitches and whatever, but that's what they're giving me. Okay. Thank you, Spirit Guides, for that. What else? What time are we on? 19 minutes. Okay. Let me bring up my list of what else I need to cover here. Just one moment. Oh, I think I accidentally closed it. Did I? So it is, let me bring this up. Sorry, guys. Oops. Hang on. What else is on my list? Divorce, power dynamics in Hollywood and NDA, freakoffs and rumors. Okay, so why they may or may not pin this on Diddy and Jay-Z. I think I answered that. Okay. Power dynamics in Hollywood and NDAs and claiming copyright on stuff that you haven't written. Oh, this Knight of Wands wants to keep on coming through. This Knight of Wands wants to keep on coming through. Yeah, I may end this reading here, you know. There is something that I'm going to address. It's quite lowbrow for me to address this and for me as a channel to address this in the readings I do, but I'm going to ask this question. It's been coming through that Beyonce and Jay-Z were participants in Diddy's freakoffs. And I just want to check in on that. Now, when I'm looking at that in the freakoffs and the freakoff rumors, I'm not looking at who's gay and who's not gay. Like, I'm not interested in that, basically. What I am interested, though, is people using their power to intimidate others and to force people into doing what they don't want to do, right? That's and using it against them and silencing them and threatening their livelihoods and threatening their ability to make money and to have a career. Like, that's what I'm looking at. So, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, could we provide us insight into that? it seems to me, oh, oh, hang on just for a moment, guys. Okay. This is our debauchery card, this Three of Cups here. That's your debauchery, that's your hedonistic card in the context of this reading. This is the doing things to excess, to the point where if it was revealed, you would be ashamed, you would be embarrassed of it. This is coming up next to the devil. This is coming up next to Beyonce's energy as well. This is coming up next to the Two of Swords. What is this Two of Swords and Nine of Swords? With this Two of Swords, I'm seeing someone who is shut down and in denial about something. What is this Two of Swords and Nine of Swords? You know what Beyonce, they're giving me? When I'm tuning into her emotional state, I'm picking up on someone who is... I'm going to end the reading on this. I'm picking up on someone who has a very sweet energy. They're giving me naive. Very naive. Who believes that there's just, especially in terms of business, there's just one way of operating and one way of doing things. Beyonce's true destiny is going to lie on the... There is... Sorry, another message I'm picking up here with the devil and these women. There is... I'm being told in my ear, and it's interesting, I'm only hearing it through my left ear. I don't really hear messages just through one ear. They usually surround me, but I'm hearing it through my left ear. So... Again, all messages alleged until proven fact. Oh my gosh, I can't say that. Of course, we know that there have been other women involved with Jay-Z's, Jay-Z has been involved in other women, with other women, etc., etc. Beyonce, even though the Lemonade album came out, it's as if this is over and above that Lemonade album. It's like it's something that's still ongoing. It's something that gives her a lot of grief as well. It's as if with her Two of Swords, she turns a blind eye to it or pretends that she either turning... Now, I said the word pretend. I'm going to go with pretend. That's what they're giving me. That she doesn't know what this King of Pentacles is getting up to. I'm picking up a woman, believe it or not. This is Beyonce. Again, a message alleged. Jay-Z is coming through as a king. Beyonce is coming through as an empress. This is a court card. This is a major arcana. I did a reading on both of them in... I think November 2022, where I talked about Beyonce's immense, potent power. Beyonce is more powerful as a person, more connected with her spiritual self, and so on, and with her destiny, with the star energy, than Jay-Z is, believe it or not. However, for some reason, she has shut down that side of it. I'm seeing someone with their heart chakra closed, who doesn't want to see certain things, who doesn't want to know certain things. It's as if they're happy with keeping themselves shut down, and they're happy with the construct. Like the construct is very carefully curated, and they're happy to put that construct forward. However, with the great awakening that's happening at this point, the construct is not enough. With this Ace of Cups, it's like the construct got you so far, but this Five of Pentacles is not going to get you any further anymore. Illusions and delusions are beginning to fall apart. They're beginning to crumble. It's as if that falling apart is going to allow, if Beyonce wanted with this Ace of Cups to really come through and pull through, and when she does and allows herself to be vulnerable, that is when she is really going to be in her destiny, is what I'm getting. There is too much that she has, I'm being shown, has put up with for the sake of, with this Two of Cups, this is herself and Jay-Z, believing somebody is a soulmate. There's a lot of heartache that Jay-Z has put her through, and that with the Chariot as well continues to put her through. I'm being shown someone behind the scenes who has a temper as well. And not a temper, sorry. I take that. They could have a temper, I said it. But there is something about, like, if you wrong Jay-Z in any way, like, the repercussions are going to be very swift, and the repercussions would not be proportional to the situation at hand. So they could be lethal, is what I'm picking up. It's as if she knows this, she loves him, like there's a dependency that he has created on, let me get the words out. He has created a situation where she needs to be dependent on him. But it's not just through substances, that's wrong. It's almost as if there's a mind game and there's a mind manipulation, or there's an intimidation that's going on as well, where she is willing to shut off a side of herself and be less than and not step into her potential and power just to keep the peace. But there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of sleepless nights, it eats away at her. Now, it could be that in the eating away at her, this control, this intimidation, everything else, it could be that someone relies on substances or relies on something. It doesn't just need to be substances. It could be a number of different things people rely on to get themselves by, okay? Like, you could be a workaholic, you could be, but there is something like that to help calm the nerves. But with this great awakening that's coming through, it's a matter of, notice the devil is behind the star. And that's what I've always said in my last reading. In my last reading, the one I did about the collapse of Black culture, it's coming through that you need, for Beyonce to be, there is no Beyonce without Jay-Z. That's what I picked up on in my January reading. It's coming through again because you have the devil behind the star. The devil is behind the star. It's as if there is some sort of dependency happening there. It's as if and this is why we have the Two of Cups and we have the Three of Swords. No matter, there is a Judgment card, Moon, and Ten of Swords. What time are we on? 13. It's so to wrap up this reading, I would say this is the Great Awakening that I've been talking about, this Judgment card. It's not just the collapse of Black culture. I say that's just one element, one facet of it. A lot of the illusions and so on around us, a lot of establishments are crumbling. A lot of people are waking up. We are being called to wake up. That's what the Great Awakening is all about. Even as I mentioned before on this channel, moving forward, the way we're going to do things and deliver readings are going to change so that I am part of empowering you guys to wake up, to wake yourselves up. But the fact that you're on here and on this channel, you are already awakened, but to help you find your own path in waking up. There's a lot of awakening that's happening here. And what they're showing me is that Beyonce has the power to be part of this awakening if she wanted to. With people like Jay-Z and so on, no, like they are part of the old 3D. There's no awakening for them. But with this moon energy, if she wanted to, she could be part of it. However, for her to do that, this may be a very painful process for her. You know, she may feel like she's stabbing her life partner in the back, or stabbing everything she holds dear and letting a lot of other people down. She may even decide to go down with the ship, right? Like, we still need to see. There is, I'm not sure what this moon energy is. Oh God, what is this moon? What is this moon? The moon is what's coming through, actually. Sorry, that's what the moon is. The moon is what I talked about in my January reading. It's what's yeah, it's about their home, and it's about their family, and it's about both of them that's going to be revealed. Something is going to be announced, but in this announcement, one person is going to be betrayed in this announcement. There's something about the announcement. Divorce could be one thing, but there's something else in addition to a divorce. It may or may not be a divorce, but I'm just seeing, well, we picked up divorce earlier. I'm just seeing someone being blindsided and someone being betrayed, and it's linked to a family home. There's some information that's going to be revealed, something that's going to come out, and it's Six of Cups, and it's about something from the past that has happened in the past, a particular way of being in the past. They're telling me the 90s, and it involves young people, very young, that could stabilize their family home and perceptions of them as well. I have a headache. Okay. I may need to do another. Let's see how this sits, and whether I need to do any more on this. But yeah, that's it from me. Let me know what you think, and see you in future readings. Bye.